Hey, what's going on guys? Arom17 here today, and welcome to my video on how powerful is the Flash. And which Flash will we be talking about? We will be talking and mainly primarily focusing on Barry Allen and Wally West. Why those two? Because they have done tremendous things with their capabilities of the Speed Force. Let's talk about their abilities. Abilities? Yeah. The most important ability that a speedster should have. Running at superhuman speeds and tapping into the Speed Force. What is the Speed Force? Basically a thing that kind of makes people go zoom, zoom, zoom. And it's what actually gives the Flash all of his powers. So basically the Speed Force is unlimited and amazing and great, and I wish I had it. God damn the world. But yes. So with the Speed Force, they can reach remarkable speeds, moving faster than light itself and faster than teleportation, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Another one of his abilities is vibrating his whole body to pass through solid object. What this is called is quantum tumbling, which makes him grazing. All he has to do is vibrate, move through, and he's on the other side. He's grazing. Ha ha, he's amazing. Yeah, yeah, he's amazing. It's also one of my favorite abilities. Um, Ooh, I have some really good ones now. Oh, we're getting to some good territory. The Flash. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. He can travel through time. What? What do you say? Yes. He can run so fast that he can break through I'm not sure what they call it. The time stream. Break into the time stream, I guess. Yeah, let's say that. Time stream. Yes, he can break into the time stream, move through it, but whatever he changes, it has consequences, such as Flashpoint. Yeah. He's also able to break through the dimensional barrier and travel to parallel universes, also known as multiverses, which basically in turn the world and led us into Crisis on Infinite Earths. Don't say the Flash is not powerful, idiots. He can also throw lightning bolts. Wee. I didn't know I said that. And have lightning punches. Why is this? It's because of the particles that come off of his body is a result of lightning hitting his body. Also, it's how he releases his energy when running to make it look like. So it's lightning while he's running. That's the energy that's coming off of him that he can create into lightning punches and lightning bolts that he can throw, basically at will. Also, he can run real fast, punch you in the face, and have a sonic punch, which basically just is a supersonic punch, which basically means when he punches, it creates a sonic boom, and sonic booms are bad. He creates sonic booms on a daily basis, don't forget that. Also, what's another one? He can tap his brain into the Speed Force, so he can think of things. He can think and kind of predict things that will happen in an attosecond of the future. And if you don't know how fast an attosecond is, it's I think 1/10 of a second. Yes, 1/10 of a second. So he can actually think that. Also, with that capability, he has some, I guess, he has a small, it's not the biggest, but he does, with this capability, have his brain that can kind of protect him from small telepathic attacks, or he can telepathic protection, however you want to say it, so he can protect himself a little bit better against telepathic abilities, unlike Superman, you idiot. Yeah. Also, constructs. And this is something that Wally West has done. He's ran so fast, he's actually built a construct by basically just tapping to the Speed Force like all speedsters do, and creating a solid object. So basically, physics to the max! Oh yeah. Also, another ability that all speedsters should have and know is speed speak. What is speed speak? It's when they talk really fast and you can't understand them because they're going too fast and so basically, even if they get a word out, you cannot understand them at all. That is literally how it goes. Can't understand them at all, and you shouldn't because they speak like ow. Yes. Also, because of this great speed force, it is rapidly healing. Yes, they have rapidly healing abilities. But it's not as the best rapidly healing. They have a good... It's slow, but it's not that much slow, or whatever. It's not like Superman's hyper regeneration. It's much weaker, but he still has it, which is nice for him. Like if he breaks a bone, he kind of gets healed in about an hour, something, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. Another one is the Speed Force Aurora. The Speed Force Aurora is the barrier that is around him when he runs. This is what makes him capable of breaking all the laws of physics and traveling to the future, traveling to the past, traveling to alternate dimensions. Also, what protects him from ripping the world in half for destruction and creating a supersonic boom that will just instantly destroy the world every moment he runs. Yeah, so thank God for the Speed Aurora. Yes, yes, yes. Also, with Speed Speak, he also has Speed Reading. So he can basically just read everything in, basically just chew up all the knowledge in a couple of seconds, run around, build up a building that was burnt down, that he saved, and everything, put it back into the place it was. And the Flash has actually done that, so yes! Oh, yes. Now we're getting into some more duplication. Ooh, yes. He can create a time remnant of himself, just like shown in the CW show that I love. Oh, come on, Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I do love the show. But time remnants. What is a time remnant? A time remnant, not sure how to put it. It's a little bit confusing. But basically, he basically rips himself 1 second from the past, from the point where he was from, and basically created two versions of himself that ran. Please, they explain it so much better in the show, so watch the show if you want to understand how time remnant works. Or just search on YouTube, what is a time remnant explained? Time remnant explained. There's a clip out there. Also Speed Mirages. Speed Mirages is basically the same thing, except for they're not him, they're just a bunch of other versions. Mirages, just them, standing there, they want to punch. Basically, they're just, you can't really touch it. Well, you can kind of touch it, you just don't really have a full live body. It's just an after effect of a speedster. Really, any speedster can do it. And a speedster can do it. But yeah, and Wally West and Barry Allen have shown great things to reach all those magnificent things. Okay, now that we've talked a little bit of his abilities, like those are the abilities that I could think of and all the abilities that I could research at this time because he's a constant character who will gain more abilities as the time goes on. DC Rebuff! But let's go on to some other things like his greatest leaps of speed. Now this is an interesting thing. His greatest leaps of speed. Let's start off with some racing things. That the Flash, every time he versus Superman, has never lost against him in a race. He either ties with Superman or he wins. That's the only way the Flash does. But one time, the Flash kind of just left Clark, or I guess Clark, I like calling him Kal-El more because that's his name, but still, he left him in the dust, ran right up ahead, just left him, yep, just dead. What are some other great leaps of speed? He can run across water! Like a man. He can run up tall buildings, also can have super jump, I guess. Kind of, that's all the things that affect these. Right, and that's just amazing. Superman can run across water, but I don't see why he needs to when he can just fly. But still, he's never lost against the Man of Steel. Slow ass. Yes. Ooh. Alright, this is a Wally West really big thing. Oh, wait a second. No. No. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I actually forgot to mention another ability. Oh, but this kind of goes into play here, so I'll say it with this one. It is the Flash can take the speed from other speedsters and can also give away the speed to other speedsters. With this, he can also not only take the speed from speedsters, but also the thermal energy from anybody, which explains how Wally West Flash ran faster than teleportation itself. He came up against two great giants of the speed community, I guess. So, no, they're really just two intergalactic beings who gamble a lot. That's really it. And like to see things blown up. But hey, that Flash ran faster than teleportation itself. Well, what an amazing leap of strength. Yeah. Another one is vibrating a plane through a bridge. This is a New 52 thing. It did happen in New 52 Volume 1 of The Flash Move Forward. Go check it out. I loved it. But he actually, basically, jumped, picked kind of up the plane. His whole half of his body was out of the plane, half of it was in, and he was just vibrating. Everyone inside was vibrating with him, same as the plane, right through the bridge, and saved so many lives. Just like, if he can do that, he can literally just vibrate the whole world to a new beginning, a new time, a new whatever. I don't really care, because he can just vibrate the Earth as well. I don't wanna see what happens if he ever does that. Another one. Oh, let's do another one. We're getting into some really good Wally West things. But Wally West outran death itself, also known as the Black Flash. Yeah, you just hear what I'm getting at. Yes, he outran death. Would you like to know how he outran death? Of course you do. He ran so fast that they traveled to a point. This was across basically so many different landscapes. They just kept running. Black Flash couldn't keep up until the Black Flash almost caught up, and they both traveled to a point in time where the Black Flash or Death didn't exist. So that Black Flash just disappeared from existence, which is just pure amazingness that someone could literally outrun death, beat death, and everything was fine. My favorite thing. Okay. Another one. I believe this was a Barry Allen biggie, that he merged with the Speed Force. And he also became the lightning bolt that struck himself back way when, but I don't want to get into that. He merged into the Speed Force, also he's the one who opened the Speed Force, because he's awesome. Barry Allen, awesome guy. Well, he's my best friend, obviously. He's also entered the Speed Force out of the Speed Force. He's done a whole lot of things involving Speed Force. A lot of speedsters have actually gone into the Speed Force. A lot of them have been trapped there. But Barry's the only real successful one who's actually traveled outside of the Speed Force. That's weird. He merged with it. He's become a lightning bolt. He's gone into it. He's done a lot of things that involve Speed Force. And what has Wally West done? So what that he ran faster than teleportation? So what that he ran faster than death? Has he been to the Speed Force? I can't even remember if he has. Oh no, he might have. No, he didn't. Nah, it was just Barry. Also, Max Mercury did as well, but he was trapped there. Who cares? But ooh, let's get into a biggie. A big Barry Allen thing that happened. My personal. It's such a tragedy what happened. My best friend. But yes, we have to move forward. And this is what happened during Infinite Crisis. The Flash saves the universe. How does he do it? By running himself to death. And by running himself to death, he protects the universe from an Armageddon that could basically just destroy the whole universe. The Flash gave up his life for us. He's a hero. Barry! He's an amazing hero. But let's not forget one more thing that I find impressive about these two speedsters. One, Barry Allen was the first speedster to actually basically own the Speed Force. Why is that interesting? Because he wasn't the first speedster. Or the Flash. I'll say the Flash. He wasn't the first Flash. He was actually the second. Jay Garrick never got the Speed Force. The only time he got the Speed Force was after Barry Allen got it. So that is impressive. Also, another impressive thing is that Wally West, when he was Kid Flash, the Barry Allen sidekick, he was known as the slowest Flash. But when he became the Flash, he actually became the fastest Flash. From slowest to fastest, he is amazing. It is impossible to know how powerful the Flash is. Really, the fact is, he created Flashpoint. He created an alternate timeline, an ultimate timeline that destroyed the world. But I like to know him as the guy who can basically just kill everyone. How would he do this? Travel to their multiverse, time travel back in time from that multiverse, kill them as babies, run back, blah 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 blah. He can move. Basically, if he wanted to, he could make holes so big in time that time probably would be screwed and everyone would be dead. But you have to give Barry Allen some respect for basically beating the Anti-Monitor. Also, you have to give Wally West some respect from beating death. I do that every Tuesday, but still, it's impressive for a mortal to do it, so yeah. Well, I guess that's all we have time for. I'm still sad about Barry Allen's death. Oh no, my friend! Why did it have to come this way? I blame all of you. I've had enough of your shit. Bye!